Hi, welcome to Sandy B Crochets. In today's video, we'll be making this baby bear beanies. You can find the link to the 0 to 3 months free pattern in the description, also in the pinned comment. And we'll be making this size in today's video. I also made this bigger size for my 4-year-old. You can find the full pattern from premature to 24 months plus linked also in the description. So let's get into the tutorial. I'll be using this DK size 3 yarn. It's a cotton and acrylic blend. So if you have a DK size 3 yarn, you can use it. I used about 50 grams. We are going to start by making a slip knot. Chain 3. And slip stitch into the first chain to form a ring. If you have other ways of forming a ring, you're welcome to do so. Round 1, chain 2, and make 10 double crochets into the center of the ring. The chain 2 at the beginning does not count as a stitch. We are going to skip the chain 2 and slip stitch the top of the first double crochet. For round 2, chain 2, and we are working 2 double crochets into each stitch all around. And mark the top of the first double crochet with a stitch marker. So continue doing this in this stitch all around, and I'll meet you at the end of round 2. At the end of round 2, you're going to have 20 stitches. Again, the first chain 2 does not count as a stitch. You're going to slip stitch the top of the first double crochet. Round 3, chain 2, and work 1 double crochet into the first stitch. And 2 double crochet into the next. One double crochet into the next stitch, 2 double crochets into the next. I'm going to repeat this pattern all around for round 3. At the end of round 3, slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. Remember, the chain 2 does not count as a stitch. To start round 4, chain 2, and we are making 2 double crochets into the first stitch. And 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches. Now in the 4th stitch, make 2 double crochet. And this is a repeat pattern for round 4. So 1 double crochet into the next 2 stitches, two double crochets into the next. So repeat this pattern all around, and I'll meet you at the end of round 4. To close round 4 just as we've done for the previous rounds. Slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet, knot into the chain to round 5, which is our last round of increase. You're going to chain 2 to start, work 1 double crochet into the next 3 stitches, and 2 double crochets into the next. One double crochet into the next 3 stitches, two double crochets into the next. So this is a repeat for round 5. Continue doing this and I'll meet you at the end of round 5. We are ending round 5 by slip stitching to the top of the first double crochet. So the crown for our beanie is done, and it should measure 4.5 inches. So if you have between 4.25 to 4.5 inches, you're on the right track, and at the end of round 5 you should have 50 double crochets. To start round 6, we are going to chain 2. From now onwards, we are going to be working 1 double crochet into each stitch all around. To end the round, slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet. So we are going to repeat round 6 until we get to round 11, and at the end of round 11 you should have a measurement of 4.5 inches. I'm done with round 11, and now we are going to work on our edging. Chain 2. And for round 12 you're going to work a front post double crochet around the first double crochet, and a back post double crochet around the next. Front post double crochet, back post double crochet. So this is going to be a repeat for round 12. At the end of round 12, slip stitch to the top of the first front post double crochet. And for round 13, we are going to repeat round 12. So chain 2, make one front post double crochet, one back post double crochet, front post double crochet, back post double crochet. So we're repeating the same thing we did for round 12. So complete round 13 and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Round 13, slip stitch to the top of the first front post double crochet. Chain 1 and cut off your yarn. So the body of our beanie is now done. I'm going to weave in my ends using my yarn needle. Your beanie should measure a total of 5.5 inches from top to bottom. Now that our beading is done, we are going to work on our bare ears. We're going to begin by making a slip knot. Chain 3, and slip stitch to the first chain to form a ring. Round 1, chain 1 and make 12 half double crochets into the center of the ring. The chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet to close the round. Round 2, chain 1, and we are going to work 2 half double crochets into each stitch all around. Slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet to close round 2. Chain 1 to start round 3. We are going to work 1 half double crochet in each stitch all around. Slip stitch to the top of the first half double crochet to close the round. Chain 1 and cut off your yarn. Make sure you cut your yarn till long enough because you're going to use the tail to attach the ear to the hat. And you're going to repeat this one more time to create 2 ears. So I have my 2 ears here. I'm going to attach it to the body of the hat. I'm going to be using sewing pins to attach the ears to the body of the hat, and we are going to attach them from round 2 to round 4. And make sure that they are both aligned. Once this is done, I'm going to sew them together with the yarn needle. This is how you attach the ears to the body of the hat. We are going to do the same thing for the second ear. And I'll meet you when the 2 ears are attached. So our hat is now ready. If you want your ears to be bigger, you can find the pattern for the bigger ears and the bigger hats in the full pattern. The link will be in the description, but the free pattern for this tutorial is also in the description. You can watch the next video to find a matching outfit to go with the hat. If you learned something new, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. See you in my next video.